Anime Gypsy here with One Piece chapter 888 review. I don't think I need to say this. This is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. This is Oda at his finest. This is the type of plot twist One Piece fans just live for. That's why people read One Piece. This is why One Piece is entertaining because granted, we saw it coming. We saw it coming because of last chapter. She said that there's going to be a full moon, but it's just stuff like that. Just hype moments like this that we One Piece readers just enjoy, and that's why we read the series. I honestly, I, I don't know where to start. Okay, so actually, no. This is where to start. This chapter overall has two parts. Technically three if you include the color page. So, three parts. The color page, we have the confirmation that Idio is going to become a pirate, which is something that, come to think of it, was not really clarified because he was going to join Luffy's crew, but he was going to remain in a sort of alliance that wasn't a confirmed pirate crew, but that alliance has now become a pirate crew. So, okay, congrats, Idio. And we have a glimpse of Idio's Jolly Roger, which is interesting. There are like three X's and a skull and like what looks like the two arm cannon things that Idio has. So, all right, cool, Idio. That's good for you. That is really good for you. And you have the feel of him and Blue Gilly transcending the racial relations of their cultures and becoming friends in a crew. If I had to guess, probably Blue Gilly is like his number two, his vice captain. He is the Rayleigh to Gold Roger for him. He is, his direct number two. In my perspective, I think that's somewhat obvious because he's the second strongest. And he's the person closest to him in the cover page in that picture. So, going from there, we go to the first part or the second part, depending on whether you want to add it to the parts, the points in story progression. And that part is the Katakuri the Luffy Katakuri part, the Katakuri Luffy part, whatever. You have Luffy approaching Katakuri, Katakuri asking Luffy, hey, nobody was gonna call you a wuss because it's me. So why'd you come back? You want to join us, or what's up? Or are you just ashamed that you ran away? So knowing Luffy, it's probably because he made a promise to himself after he ran away from Kizaru, after he ran away from Akainu, after he ran away from Magellan, depending on how you pronounce it, after he ran away from the Pacifista, after he ran away from whatever his face was, that fat guy with an axe. After he ran away from all these guys. Did I mention Kizaru? Yeah, I did mention Kizaru. Uh, he promised himself that he was going to fight, he was going to not step back, that he's going to get stronger that way. So that's a reflection of his resolve and his idiocy, because even in Dragon Ball, when confronted with a superior character, your motive is to run away, get stronger, come back and fight him. Even in Dragon Ball, the most shonen of shonen, you have the common sense to do that. But Luffy, no. Luffy has demonstrated that he is dumber than Goku. In that one instance where he comes back, Luffy has officially demonstrated that he is dumber than Goku. So, for good or for worst, I don't see Luffy winning. I do not see Luffy winning, and I see this as a red flag. The only feasible way that this would be semi-okay is if the reason Luffy won is because Katakuri was activating his observation hockey all this time searching for him. But and even if that happens, it will reek of BS, so to speak. It will reek of feces, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes to pull off the win. So let's see how that ends. If Luffy somehow ends up surviving and losing at the same time, then I think that would be the correct call. If Luffy ends up getting his ass saved, I think that would be the correct call. In my perspective, I'm not writing the series, Oda is. That's just my take on the current situation. And now moving to the part that is the final part of the manga is the ambush. When I was reading that part, I was salivating. There was so much suspense and so much hype over what happened. First of all, to clarify the situation that the Straw Hats are in, to clarify how deep a shit they are in, the main forces they have to deal with are the following. Big Mom. Those are the one, two, three. There are four freaks of nature they have to deal with, and an armada. The armada of ships, 200 plus ships that include four freaks of nature that could possibly solo the entire Straw Hat crew by themselves. Smoothie, whom we haven't seen much of. Well, not all of the Straw Hats, the ones that are on the boat. That's what I meant. So the four that could solo that group by themselves are Big Mom herself. Those are the four freaks of nature, the strongest people in the armada surrounding them. Big Mom, Daifuku, Perospero, and Smoothie. Those are the forces at hand. Those are the four strongest people that are in the armada. The four main problems here. Those are them. And I don't see anyone beating them at the current mood. I will get back to that as the what happens. So after we have that established, they are strategic. They're in a bad strategic position because you have ships up front, ships in the back, ships on the sides, and you're closing in on them, and they're being sandwiched, and slowly they're just going to be crushed. So that's the situation here. You have Daifuku in the front, you have Smoothie in the back, and on both sides you have Big Mom and Perospero on one side, and you have this irrelevant son, Perarroyos. And I would say that the strategically beneficial point that they should have taken is go on the side with that guy Perarroyos, the 26th son, because I'm guessing he is weaker than those four, most likely. But even then, you have the slew of ships behind him, and that would basically be impossible, so why even bother, actually? Yeah, I retract that statement. That wouldn't have worked. But what happens next, guys? Oh yeah, before I get to that, we find out one thing. This is potent. The cannonballs fired that have souls infused in them could move at will after they're fired. They're projectile weapon. I mean, it's like a tracking device, literally. A sentient tracking device. A sentient tracking bomb is basically what those cannonballs are. Crazy. This is madness. Straight up. So you have that, and then you see Big Mom, and Big Mom's lost weight. And you're wondering, whoa, what's going on here? And in my perspective, I think the more she burns, the stronger she'll get, because you're burning energy and you're lighter. So that's what I'm taking out of it, I think. But at the same time, we have this line that says that, when Mama is not in her right state of mind, her powers are affected. So we get an indication that, if Big Mom wasn't craving cake, she would be stronger right now. So maybe staying in that condition too long is detrimental for her health, and that's why she's losing weight. Maybe, who knows? That's a possibility. But we do know that Big Mom is handicapped at this point. And finally, we reach the point that everyone has been waiting for in this video. Carrot. Carrot does the transformation that we've foreseen. It is beastly. I mean, for a second, while she was transforming, she looked like the Chimera in Full Metal Alchemist. You know, Lisa and Alexander together, and that Chimera. For a second, it looked like it in this one panel, but then you see this elegant Kurama slash what was the name? Haka no Togomo, Rukia's Bankai. It looked like a combination of Rukia's Bankai, Haka no Togoma, and Kuroma from Yu Yu Hakusho. It looked like a combination of both. And we see, like, when she's breathing, we see like this, it's like one of those, when you breathe in cold environment and you see air coming out. We see that. So I wonder if she has like some sort of ice power, but I doubt it. So that and the elegance of the way she looks, as well as the calm exterior, is what reminded me of Haka no Toga, the Rukia's Bankai. And the other thing that reminded me of Kuroma is the beastly transformation, and the fur and the tail, and jeez, like that was and the seriousness, man, the dude, red eyes. Red is my favorite color. When I found out she has red eyes, I was hyped too. I mean, that's my favorite color, and just knowing, I'm straight fanboying right now. I officially have a carrot bias, okay? I like my carrots, okay? Carrot is, in my perspective, just an amazing... That pushed Carrot up a notch or two. Just that, to be quite honest. So, you wonder, okay, she's transformed. How strong is she now? She flies to the next ship. She doesn't, it doesn't look like a jump. It looks like she flied, because she went down and then this. And then she lands on the ship, solos a galleon under Daifuku's nose. The power is just too much. I am sure that Carrot in that form is stronger than normal Luffy. I am 100% sure of that. That is more than enough to defeat Daifuku. It is not more than enough to defeat Perospero, Smoothie, or Big Mom. Because Daifuku is a tier below them, and she is 2 tiers below them. Daifuku is 2 tiers below them. Carrot is a tier above above Daifuku, and a tier below Perospero and Smoothie. I mean, and my perspective at this point, I want to see more of her. I want to see her fight. I want to see her kick Daifuku's genie ass. I can't believe it. As an Arab, this takes pride, you have a One Piece character who could summon a genie and stuff, thank you for the compliment. But, like, Carrot? That was the highlight of my day, seeing, we find out some important things about that transformation. The first one is, it's something you train to do as a mink. It is not something you automatically do as a mink, and we know this. Because Jinbei says, don't tell me she trained for it. Which means that she has trained for it, and it's not something automatic. And I think she said something along the lines that Pedro trained her. which means that Pedro knows how to do this too. We also find out the name of this transformation. It's called a Sulong. I do not know what that means. I've searched for a definition of Sulong. I could not find it. I'm not sure if it's a reference to a mythical character or not. I don't know. But it is hype. And I can't wait to see more. The hypeness is real. The I, I don't know what to say anymore. I am Shucketh. My grammar is terrible now because I am Shucketh. Most definitely Shucketh is me. Yes. I'm beyond being comprehensible right now, so I'm just gonna end the video, guys. I'm sorry. Just Anime Gypsy out.